Today's genre is 5 movies that I would greenlight if I was head of a studio today. Cyberpunk 2077 has proved that it doesn't have to go down the Star Wars route of having everything relate back to its 4 main characters. Instead, the city itself is the biggest and best character we could have. The way you played V and the way I played V could have been so different, but it's Blade Runner meets Fight Club meets a little bit of Idiocracy, so what's not to love? And screw it, I would have Karen Fukuhara as V and Ryan Coogler at the helm. The game Black Myth Wukong has already proved that cultural cornerstones like Journey to the West can still be a big hit worldwide. But since loving and completing this game, I have not been able to find a live-action adaptation that did not look like the Power Rangers. Plus, the most profitable movie of 2025 so far is a Chinese movie that has barely been released in the West, so at the very least, I know it'll make bank. I saw Naked Gun the other day and it was surprisingly really funny, but I know none of you guys are going to go see it. And part of that is the competition. It's in the cinemas alongside Superman, Fantastic Four, Weapons, Bring Her Back. That's some heavy hitters. So screw it, I would sell the rights to Netflix and I'd make 10 of them. Because at least then, I know people are going to watch it. With shows like Critical Role and Dimension 20, Dungeons & Dragons is becoming a bigger pop culture phenomenon than ever. In hindsight, I have no idea how the movie with Chris Pine wasn't a bigger hit. So how can we still get a win out of this? Dungeons & Dragons Isekai, where a normal person is transported into this world. And honestly, I thought about somebody cool, badass like Alan Richardson, but my head keeps going to Timothy Chalamet, specifically his character in Don't Look Up. I just want a dude, not some cool badass we can be in awe of, or somebody who's going to adapt to that world. I want somebody who can be our proxy for our audience as they learn about this cool hobby. And for my last pick, I recently watched the school shooter movie Elephant, and it was obviously horrific. But what's even more horrific is America saw this great movie based on the Columbine massacre and did nothing. Nothing came from it. Nothing still comes from it. So let's give it another try. Presumably real-world politicians watched this movie based on real life about how a school shooting came from 2 children ordering guns from the internet. But maybe it's because that movie wasn't a big enough cultural phenomenon. So let's try again. Directed by Jordan Peele, telling this story, and to get some mainstream appeal, let's make the teachers the grown-up kids from Stranger Things. Great movies speak to people, and I just hope people are open enough to listen. Oh, bonus number 6, Godzilla vs. Bluey, obviously. Which of these 6 would you love to see made? Let me know down below. I'm Lee. Follow if you love film.